There are people making money with machines that fit on a table, and you probably didn't even know they existed. These are not industrial machines. You don't need a location. You don't need experience. Just a table, a power outlet, and the desire to start. With machines that cost less than a cell phone and that you can find today on Amazon or Alibaba. Today I'm bringing you 15 mini machines that are changing the way people start businesses, and I'm going to explain exactly what you can do with each one. And pay attention to number 3 because it's the one that surprised me the most when I discovered it. All the machines you'll see today are linked below in the description so you can check them out calmly and take a closer look. Mini Mug Heat Press. Mugs, the universal gift. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, or a birthday. Everyone likes receiving a mug with something special. And if you put someone's dog's photo on it, forget it. They'll buy it without even asking the price. The mug press works simply. You print the design, wrap it around the mug, place it in the press, wait a few minutes, and that's it. Customized mug with colors that don't fade. The price? Less than $70. And it's so small, it fits in a shoebox. We're talking about a mini machine you can keep in a corner of your room and build a real business from home. That's what's crazy about this list. A blank mug costs you between $1 and $2. Customized, it sells between $8 and $15. And mugs are not sold one at a time. An office orders 30 with the company logo. A groom orders 50 as wedding favors. A teacher wants 25 for the end of the school year for their students. And a tip: before every Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, or Christmas, demand skyrockets. If you post your designs on social media 1 or 2 weeks before, orders start coming in on their own. And don't go anywhere, because the next machine is the one people can't believe is made from home, and it costs less than $50. Digital nail printer. Do you know how much a salon charges for a custom nail design? Between $30 and $60 easily. Now imagine that you could offer that same service, but without knowing absolutely anything about nails. No artist level precision, no years of practice, none of that. This machine does exactly that. You connect your phone via Wi-Fi, choose the design you want, the client places their finger, and in 30 seconds, yes, 30 seconds, the nail comes out printed with the perfect design. Photos, logos, patterns, whatever you can think of. And here's the best part. The result lasts more than 20 days. It weighs less than half a kilo. You can take it to a fair, a birthday party, a quinceañera, and set up your nail station anywhere. You only need the machine and a portable charger. That's it. And how much does it cost? Depending on the model, you can find it between $200 and $500 on Amazon or Alibaba. It sounds like a lot, but wait until you see the numbers. You can charge between $15 and $40 per service. The ink and adhesive it uses per nail costs cents. With 6 clients a day, you're already looking at interesting numbers, and that's without even considering partnering with salons that want to innovate, creating packages for bachelorette parties, or getting into events where everyone wants themed designs. Rock tumbler? You're probably thinking, rock tumbler? Seriously? Yes, seriously. We've reached the point on the list where I tell you that you can make money with a rock. If one day you have nothing left, at least now you know that the river on the corner has free inventory waiting for you. This machine takes ugly rocks, puts them in a drum with water and abrasive powders, spins them for a few days, and when you take them out, they look like jewelry. The before and after is insane. It costs less than $50 on Amazon, the cheapest on this entire list. A raw stone costs you cents. Polished, it sells between $3 and $15. But the real business is turning them into necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and keychains. Those sell between $15 and $50 with a ridiculously low material cost. And the market for energy stones, wellness, and meditation keeps growing. There are people who buy quartz like they buy coffee. The machine works on its own. You set it up, go to sleep, and when you come back, you have a batch ready to sell, with a $50 investment from your home. Now, the next machine is for those who like making things people wear and want results in seconds. Mini cap heat press. If there's one product that sells itself, it's caps. Think about it. Everyone wears caps. At the gym, on the street, at work, on sports teams, at birthday parties. They never go out of style. The cap press is probably the simplest on this entire list. You place the cap, position the design, pull the lever down, and wait. When the alarm goes off, you lift it, and that's it. Customize cap. It lets you know on its own when it's ready. It costs around $100 on Amazon, one of the cheapest on the list. A blank cap costs you between $2 and $4. Customized, you sell it between $15 and $25, and they're fast to make. You can produce 5 to 10 per hour, but the real opportunity is when bulk orders come in. The softball team that wants 20, the food truck that needs caps for their staff, the quinceañera that wants personalized souvenirs. One tip: upload a short video making a cap in real time to TikTok or Instagram. That kind of content goes viral easily, and clients start reaching out to you through direct messages. The next one is for those who want to see their name on everything, and it turns common objects into things people can't stop buying. Desktop laser engraver. I'm gonna tell you something no one admits, but everyone knows. Everyone likes seeing their name on things. We all have that little bit of narcissism, and that in the business world is a huge opportunity. A $5 tumbler with a name engraved sells for $20. An $8 cutting board with a nice phrase sells as a gift for $35. What this machine does is turn common objects into personalized gifts, and personalized gifts have something magical. People don't bargain. How does it work? You choose the design from your phone via Wi-Fi, place the object underneath, and the laser does the work on its own. It works on wood, leather, acrylic, painted metal, and more than 150 materials. You can find it between $200 and $300 on Amazon. You take it out of the box, and in 5 minutes, you're already producing. Now, the business. A keychain costs you less than 50 cents. Engraved, it sells for between $8 and $15. A decorative plaque costs you $1 in wood, and you sell it between $20 and $40. And the machine works on its own while you handle orders. Who do you sell to? Couples looking for anniversary gifts, companies that need corporate gifts, cafes that want signs with their brand, barbershops that want everything with their logo. And in seasons like Christmas, Valentine's Day, or graduations, this sells on its own. If you like the idea of customizing things, hold on to that excitement, because in a moment, you'll see the vinyl cutter and cylindrical screen printer, which combined with this laser, can set up a full workshop from your home. Now the next one takes that idea even further, and it's one of the most affordable on this entire list. Mini vinyl cutter. You know those stickers you see on cars, laptops, store windows? Someone made them, and I bet most of them weren't made in a factory. They were made by someone with one of these machines at home. A vinyl cutter is like having scissors with superpowers. You create the design on your computer or phone, load the vinyl, and the machine cuts with a precision you could never achieve by hand. Stickers, logos, letters, shapes, whatever you can think of. And it doesn't just cut vinyl, it also cuts cardstock, paper, thin fabric. It's ridiculously versatile. How much does it cost? It's one of the most affordable on the entire list. You can find it between $70 and $200. It fits on the desk and weighs less than a cat. Now, the business. A sheet of vinyl costs you less than $1. From that sheet, you can get several stickers that sell between $3 and $10 each. But the real money isn't in selling single stickers. The real money is when the owner of a barbershop comes to you wanting their logo on the window, or a cafe owner needs lettering for their menu, or someone wants to customize their car with a phrase. Those jobs are charged between $20 and $80 and take you minutes. And here's an idea that few people take advantage of: packages for entrepreneurs. Logo sticker, window lettering, and labels for their products all together. You solve their problem and you charge a full package instead of individual pieces. And remember the laser engraver from earlier? Imagine offering engraved keychains and custom stickers to the same client. Now, you're not selling a product, you're selling a complete branding solution. That's priced differently. And remember that all the machines we're seeing today are linked below in the description, so you can check them out calmly. The next machine is one of those where when you see the result, you can't believe it's made with something so compact. Cylindrical screen printer. Okay, this is the biggest one on the list. It's not exactly mini, but it still fits on a table. And when you see what it does, you'll gladly give it that space. Do you know how they put logos on the tumblers, bottles, and glasses you see in stores? This machine does that. It prints on anything round. You prepare the design, place the object, rotate it, and the ink comes out perfect across the entire surface. It's manual. It doesn't need electricity. And once you get the rhythm, you produce pieces in seconds. You can find it from around $300 on Alibaba. And the business? A generic tumbler costs $2. With a gym or cafe logo, it sells for between $15 and $25. But here's the good part. Orders are never just for one. The gym asks for 50 tumblers with their brand. The wedding planner asks for 100 glasses with the couple's names. The company asks for 200 bottles for an event. One client, and you've already paid off the machine. And if you combine this with the vinyl cutter and the laser engraver, you can already customize almost anything from your home. Flat, round, fabric. A complete mini workshop. The next one has demand that never stops, and videos of people making it go viral every single day. Tufting gun for carpets. Have you seen those videos where someone grabs a gun, runs it over a fabric, and out of nowhere a rug with a character's face or a logo starts appearing? Those videos have millions of views for a reason, because people can't believe that's made from home. Well, it is, and it's a huge business. The tufting gun shoots yarn at high speed onto a fabric stretched on a frame. You draw the design as if you were painting, and what would take someone weeks to weave by hand. With this, you can do in hours. A complete kit costs between $250 and $300 on Amazon. It comes with a gun, the frame, a trimmer, yarn, and fabrics. Everything to start from scratch. Now let's talk business. Producing a small rug costs you around $20 in materials. A customized one sells for between $60 and $250, depending on the design and size. But here's the important part. Who do you sell them to? Barbershops? All of them want a rug with their logo at the entrance. Streaming studios and gamers who want to personalize their setup. Clothing stores looking for exclusive decoration. Restaurants, gyms, offices, and not to mention personal orders. People who want a rug with their pet's face or their kids' names for a room. The good thing is you don't have to go out looking for clients. The process of making it is so visual and so satisfying that if you record a video making it and upload it to TikTok or Instagram, orders start coming in on their own. The content becomes your storefront, and if you want to scale, you can offer packages for businesses. I'll make your store's rug with your logo for X amount. It's the kind of product people don't find in a regular store, and that's why they're willing to pay well for it. But don't leave yet, because the next machine is for those who want to get into manufacturing, and it produces results that look truly impossible. Resin 3D printer. Have you ever held a collectible figure and thought, who makes these things? Well, now you can make them yourself from your desk. A Resin 3D printer creates objects with a level of detail that seems impossible. It uses liquid resin that hardens layer by layer with ultraviolet light. You download the design, there are thousands for free on the internet, load it into the machine, and it does everything on its own. You go do something else, and when you come back, your piece is ready. You can find it from $280 to $500. Now, the business. Producing a figure costs you between $1 and $3 in resin. It sells between $15 and $50. Who buys? Anime and video game collectors, gamers who need miniatures for tabletop games, jewelers who want prototypes, even dentists and architects. And here's a fact that few people know. The ones making the most money don't sell individual pieces, they sell bundles. A set of 20 miniatures sells for between $40 and $80 and cost you less than $10 to produce. Do the math. We've covered 9 machines, and each one is a business on its own. But the next one is one of the most profitable on the list because its clients don't buy one piece at a time. They place orders for 30, 50, even 200 at once. Mini CNC. Okay, this machine had me conflicted because when I first saw it, I thought, this is for engineers, not for me. But then I saw what people are doing with it, and I completely changed my mind. The Mini CNC is a small robot that carves whatever you tell it to. You send it a design from your phone, place the material, and it starts carving on its own with ridiculous precision. Wood, acrylic, even aluminum. And the craziest part is that it comes ready to use. You don't have to assemble anything. It costs between $400, and I know what you're thinking. It's one of the most expensive on the list. Yes, but listen to this. Do you know those carved wooden coasters you see on Etsy for $25 per set? The material costs less than $1. Those detailed keychains with shapes that look handmade? Cents. Those carved jewelry boxes given at weddings? Same thing. The machine does the work of a craftsman with years of experience, but in minutes and without making mistakes. And let me tell you something that blew my mind. There are people who don't even design. They download ready-made files from the internet, send them to the CNC, and sell the product. In other words, you don't need to be creative or know design. You just need to know what sells and press play. Is it for everyone? No. But if you're the type of person who likes building things and seeing how a piece of wood turns into something people are willing to pay for, you're going to love this machine. The next one is one of those that makes you think, does this still exist? And yes, it does. And there are people making good money with it. Circular knitting machine. I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw this machine, I thought it was a toy. It looks like a spinning plate with needles. But when I saw what comes out of it, I stopped laughing. You turn a handle, and in a matter of minutes, you have beanies, scarves, leg warmers, covers, even blankets. What it took your grandmother a week to knit while watching her soap opera, this machine produces in no time. And the best part is, you don't need to know how to knit. If you can turn a handle, you can use this machine. It costs around $80 to $165 depending on the model. It comes with everything: needles, yarn, row counter, and even a pattern, so you can make your first beanie from day one. Now, why is this a business? Because producing a beanie costs you around $2 in yarn, and a knitted beanie sells between $10 and $25 depending on the design. But here's the key. Knitted items have a very high perceived value. People see something knitted and automatically think handmade, crafted, unique, and that's why they pay more. You don't have to tell them you made it with a machine in 15 minutes. That's your secret. Where do you sell this? Boutiques, artisan markets, Etsy, Instagram. And when winter comes, don't even get me started. Beanies, scarves, and warmers become a necessity, not a luxury. Demand skyrockets, and you already have the machine ready to produce. We have 3 machines left, and all 3 are the kind that don't sound exciting until you see how people are quietly making money with them. Mini manual die cutter. Do you know what leather wallets, handmade clothing tags, and those keychains you see at fairs have in common? Someone cut them with one of these. The die cutter is like an industrial press, but in a desktop version. You place the material, position the mold, pull the lever down, and it cuts perfect identical pieces. No electricity, no noise, and it doesn't just cut leather, it also cuts fabric, rubber, foam, plastic. Although after the rock tumbler, we already know what to do with just about anything. It costs around $100 on Amazon. A piece of leather costs you cents. Turned into a wallet, phone case, keychain, or watch strap, it sells between $10 and $40. And there's a niche that's growing a lot. Small leather goods brands that sell on Etsy, Instagram, and artisan markets. With this machine, you produce professional pieces without needing a workshop. Just you, the die cutter, and your table. The next one is one of those that generates money quietly. It's not viral, it's not glamorous, but you know what? I like that even more. Binding machine. This is one of those that no one pays attention to. It's not sexy, it's not viral, it's not going to show up on TikTok with millions of views. But you know what? It generates money quietly, and I like that even more. Think about it. How many times have you needed to bind something? Theses, manuals, guides, recipe books, planners, business documents. Everyone needs binding at some point, but no one is going to buy a machine to use it once. They'd rather pay someone, and that someone can be you. The machine is super simple. You insert the pages, pull the lever down, it punches the holes, you place the spiral or rings, and that's it. Professional document in less than a minute. Anyone can use it without experience. It costs between $130 and $220 on Amazon. Each binding costs you cents in materials, and you charge between $3 and $10 depending on the size. And customers are always there. Students during thesis season, teachers who need guides, offices, academies, entrepreneurs who want to present their catalogs professionally. It's one of those services people search on Google as binding near me. If you show up, you already won. And a tip, if you combine it with the laminator coming next, you can offer a complete service. I bind it, laminate it, and deliver it ready. 2 inexpensive machines, 1 premium service. Speaking of that, let's go to the last one on the list, Mini Hot Laminator. And I wanted to close with this one on purpose because it's probably the cheapest, the simplest, and the one you least expect to be a business. But it is. How many times have you seen a laminated menu in a restaurant? An ID card, a protected certificate, the laminated photos your mom has had in the living room for 20 years? All of that goes through a laminator. This machine heats up in 60 seconds. You place the document inside a plastic sleeve, it passes through the rollers, and it comes out laminated, rigid, shiny, and protected. Anyone can use it without reading a manual. The price? Less than $50. $50. It's the cheapest machine on this entire list, along with the rock tumbler. A laminating pouch costs cents. You charge between $1 and $5 per piece depending on the size. And the clients are the usual ones: students, teachers, offices, small businesses that need menus, ID cards, credentials, durable materials. But here's the smart part. Do you remember the binding machine? Combine both. Someone brings you their thesis, you bind it, laminate the cover, and charge a full service. 2 machines that together don't reach $300, and you set up a mini stationery business from your home. No location, no employees, no complications. And that's what I want you to take from this video. You don't need a factory. You don't need thousands of dollars. You don't need experience. Just a table, a machine, and the desire to start. That's it. I know you're a little sad because this is the last machine, but don't worry, because on this channel, there are always more ideas, more machines, and more ways to make money. You already have the 15 ideas. Now all that's left is for you to take action. And before you go, I recommend this video that will open your mind. The compound interest trick. It's one of the most important things you can understand if you want to start generating real money. I'll leave it here so you can keep learning. If any of these machines caught your attention and you want to see them more closely, I've left all the links in a document in the description. Or if you want to see more machines like these, subscribe and turn on the notification bell because a second part is coming with even more surprising machines. And let me know in the comments which of these 15 was your favorite. See you in the next video.